It's 7:30 Eastern Time. It's 1:30 in Amsterdam. It's the pre-market show. I just got a Twitter alert from Michael and he said, okay, let's look at BIGC2. So I'm just opening this one, and this is a move that we really like to see, because it's just one of those moves that we discussed earlier on the early bird show. Just look at this nice. I'm not going to draw an exact line, but you all can see this, of course. This is happening right now. Coming down from here, and this is the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles going up now. So beware, because if it is exhausted, then it just might fall back. But you have some clear levels here right now. So be sure that you already also can be aware that this one also can go down, and then it has here its first level at 50.65. It can move $3.34 in one day on average, so it really can go to this 55 mark here, which is the 50 moving average. So this is really something that you really want to watch today. Thanks, Michael, for that one. It's 50.65, and then it's 55 for BIGC. So I'm going to look what's going on now in pre-markets. Yeah, this ONTX here that you see here, this one. Oh, yeah, move here so to the green candle. This ONTX here, this one is actually not 1,200 points up. Of course, it is a reversal split. So don't get fooled by that. There's a small one here, Kern, who's trying to get above the $1 mark just as we speak right now. But on no volume whatsoever. So let's look at volume. Not a lot going on pre-market. The highest volume is 800,000 on FAMI. And that's the one that stays around that 40 cents mark all the time. Crawled up now, though, above the 42-cent line to the 50-cent line. So a lot of chop here if you want to play those small ones, but now trying to get up here yesterday, and now really something that you might watch if you want to play something small like this. Some of you do. Then I would just look at 50 cents and above that. There's another small one. We talked about this one just for a few minutes in the early bird show, and this is what I drew then, and I said, well, if this breaks, then, and here's the break. Not on big volume or anything, so it's really scary to play these, and so try to watch this 295 now. If markets open, you want to see the run breaking, but it's now different than it is from other pops, as you can see. So there's the pop, and then normally it dies down and it's just a short all day long. But on this occasion, it just seems stronger than that. It's now above VWAP, and some relative volume coming in. If you compare it to this is of course the 7 o'clock volume that always comes in because platforms are opening at 7 o'clock Eastern time, as you will see also at 8 o'clock when other platforms are opening, and a lot of selling and buying is going on at exact that moment. So when markets open 295 or maybe in pre-market, if some more volume, then this will come in because this is just 5,000. That's not the volume that you want on a stock in order to play it. Then one of the watch lists that we also discussed this morning, it's T. T, you have to trade on price action. So this was yesterday. I'm really not sure if this is real. I didn't check it, so that's why I say just trade this one on price action, because it might just be scary to trade this one if you can pull no level. So AMC, let's look at what's happening there. So here was the jump up on the 15-minute candle, and now really is trying to get above that again, but with not a lot of success. So here's the pop. Does not fade all the way like we normally see stocks that pop up here. So this is what we normally see, and then it fades, and AMC stays strong. It stays above VWAP, tries to get above VWAP, under VWAP, above, under. So now it's just choppy around VWAP, and what you have to see on AMC, if you are long bias, that it will be above VWAP at least. So maybe with a nice VWAP bounce, if it gets above that, and it just bounces back. But there seems some strength now in AMC, and maybe this 3031, it just be a level for the AMC. It just can do this big jumps in a day. And this is 14 for AMC. You don't want to see this one go back to 1147, I think. And this is not a real trend line. This is just something to show you what normally happens with stocks like these. So that's AMC, may just be in play today. I'm very curious what it's going to do. So SPCE, space. Is this the bottom for space, or is it this? Sorry, I am just typing the right ticket. Is this the bottom for space? This, finally. Not doing anything right now. So it's a really quiet pre-market, which may just sometimes be a good thing. If markets open, then volatility and volume comes in. So this is what you want to break when markets open on space. And to the downside, the 1975 is a level, can easily get there with this big moves that it can make. Moves almost $2 a day on average. And this is why that 1975 is a big level. I think if it falls under that, then you can maybe can fill the gap back down again. So if you're a short player, that might just be an interesting play for you if you're liking those shorts. Just gonna grab a little bit of water, guys, so just hold on for a minute. back again. We looked at what did we look? We looked at space. So the levels for space now maybe just might get a plate above 21. I would call 21 for this one, and then 2164 is the next one, and to the downside 1975 is supposed to be supports. PRPO, also two nice levels here, 409 and 532. Nothing really going on right now. Gave something back yesterday or in pre-market, but it's holding its post-market close here at 436. So you also want to watch this one. It's 436 post-market close, and it's still an hour and a half to 2 hours to market open, so you have to keep watching these. And this one just might do something like this. Go up first, breaking that pre-market, then go back. Let's say that VWAP is still here. It won't be after markets open, but VWAP is here. Then bounces on VWAP, and then you get in. And getting in on VWAP bounces can be done in two ways. So you can say, okay, if it bounces on VWAP here, I'm going to place my limit order here on 443 based on where VWAP is now. So this brown one is VWAP. And let's say markets open right now and it's just going up and then bouncing back. Then what you want to do is place a limit order here at 443-ish to get that bounce. And if it's around this 450, then you can also say, okay, I'm just going to be a little bit more careful and do this one on 451, because 450 is also a little level sometimes, it can be a level sometimes. So you really have to make up your mind here if you're willing to try this at 443 on a bounce, or if you want to see just this little breaking of this 450 and then you go in at 451. So the two ways of playing that, and then there's, because there's enough room to 532 in order to make a nice profit on a stock of $5. So that's PRPO. I think it's going to be something that you want to watch today. Edu. So this is the level that we gave you this morning, 1138. There's no volume whatsoever, so there's not a lot to be said about what's going on right now, but 1138 has to hold if you want to go long in this one. You need this as support, and if it's not, then you also can say, okay, this is my moment to get in for a short. If you're that kind of player, you also see here this little bounce here at 1117. From a few days back now. $11.20, $11.16, $11.19. So 11.17 might also just be a bouncing area. Gonna put that in lila. because it's more of an area of support than this hard support line. And 1138 here is also support. So if you want to short this one, then there's only 20 cents for you in this before you reach the next level. So do that. But what you can do is if you get in here at this 1138, then you can put in a stop of 20 cents, which will be the 1117. And then you have a bounce area or level of support here at 1138 and a clear stop loss at 1117. So that's something that you might consider in playing EDU. To the upside, it's 1260 for EDU. Then there's alt friend GE. Watched that for a long time. If you look at this, then this is just a lot of chop, but it's on my watch list just because we saw something here. What did we see? We saw this yellow one, we saw this green one, but that's something that we always see here. So it's that it's having a lot of difficulties in getting above the green and the yellow here, which are the 9 and 20 EMA. And it also was support one. Since support and resistance alternate, then they are strong. So I would not buy it here in the 1316, but I want to see this one get over that, get above 1316, and then maybe you can play it to 1359, which will be a 50 cent, 40 cent win. I'm not sure about that. Maybe you want to drop to 1304 first, and then the 13 is also a level. This is with no volume, and this is with no volume, but 13 is always a level. So 1304 is something that you might watch, and otherwise all the way back to 1272 and then to the upsides. Okay, did we look at T already? Sometimes I just, yeah, we did. And BIGC, we also looked at BIGC. So now just watching if there's something going on volume in pre-market. This happened with GZXN. You want to put that on your watch list also because there's the pop. You might say there's the fade, but look, we're looking at this right now live. So this is now happening. There's a lapse of 20 to 30 seconds, I guess. So you will, if you open your own account, then you will see that this one makes moves, but it's 15 minutes. Okay, so this is the one with, okay, now getting above VWAP. So this is normally a telltale sign. 16,000 volume, that's not enough normally to be in this one. So, but this tells me that there was some strength in the GZXN today, and you just might short this at 1085. If it's shortable, I have to check. Or you might also do the fever play on this one. So GZXN is also, GCXN is also a play for today. See if there's something else going on. Pre-market watch list. Just looking at volume now. Not a whole lot of volume, so it is somewhat quiet. I looked at Tesla also this morning. Got above that 600, so made this nice move of $15 already in pre-market. But well, if there's no volume to speak of, then there. So this is with only 12,000 shares. That's the max for this one. Okay, 15,000. So if you want, you can always buy 10, but I wouldn't do that on Tesla. This might be something that's also of any interest. This is Yala. Also wants to stay above VWAP here, and 1846 is now the breakout for Yala. If you want to make a breakout pre-market trade, and then that's something that you can do. A lot of volume relative coming in now, as you can see here, but only 16,000, so that's not enough. Good morning. Alt J. Do I say that right? Alt J. Alt J. Alt J. Alt say. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. I tried to, at least. So there's nothing else going on. If anybody wants to see or has a ticket that they like, then put it in the chat right now so I can look at it, but there's not a lot of volume. So this is ENVB. Just try it here again at this point. We looked at this just minutes ago. Try it here again. So this 296, 3-ish level is really a level. This is no longer a trend line. And okay, I got that right. Okay. So ENVB, and how do you say that? Enveric Biosciences is really trying to get above that $3 level. It's completely clear for everybody who watches this. So it has support here on its 50. So this is what you want to see, staying above 264. And then what you want to do is to play the breakout at 295. If markets go open, and you have the pre-market break, but this is what it did yesterday. And now it's having trouble again. So this is a double top right now. If this stays like it is right now, so you really want to see this one breaking above, and then, well, the first real level is then 30 on 330 here, so that's only 30 cents, you could say, but 30 cents on a $3 stock, that's just an amazing gain. So no tickers from the chat, so everybody's satisfied with this one. If you want to see more tickers, then go to the Benzinga channel, watch the early bird show. We covered a lot of tickers there, I think around 20-ish. And if you're trading today, please be aware that trading is difficult. Day trading is difficult, and you can lose all your money if you don't know what you're doing. So don't follow me or anybody else, but use the levels to your own advantage. If you're a short player, you can play to the short. If you're a long player, you can play to the long. And I'm just going to say happy trading today. Have a nice weekend after that, and I'll see you all back after the weekend. Thanks for watching, and have a great one today.